Hello students, I am Professor Prakash Naik, HOD Department, Anjuman Institute of Management and Computer Application Vertical. Today, we shall have a session on random access to files. Before I proceed, I request you to watch my entire video and subscribe my video and press the bell icon to receive more notifications of my further videos. Now, in a data processing system, we need to process large volume of data. Now, this processing is done by using either sequential file access method or random file access method. In our previous sessions, we have learned all about sequential file access method, where accessing of data was done character by character or record by record, depending upon the input-output functions that we have used. Now, what is the sequential file access? The accessing method which has been done sequentially is called as a sequential file access method. But take for example, I have a file, employee file, with fields employee name, employee code, department. And this employee name contains Akash, Steven, Hiban, so on, Manoj, Nusrat, so on. Employee code contains P6467, so on. And department like HR, finance, accounts, computer sales, so on. So when this file is opened, initially the record pointer will be there on the first record, that is the record of Akash. Now assume that I want to access the record of Manoj. In order to do so, I have to go through all the earlier records. Assume that the record of Manoj is in the 75th place. That means earlier I have to go through first 74, then I can access the record of Manoj, which will be a very time consuming task. And if this is a bank application, you can understand how frustrated the customers can be in a bank. So in most of the applications, this sequential file access is avoided. For this, we need to use a direct access method called as random access method. Now, what do you mean by random access method is, we can move to any part of a file and read or write data from it without reading the entire file. In other words, accessing the specific data by moving the file pointer directly to a particular position rather than accessing it one by one. Right? Okay. Now this random access file in C uses three main functions. One is fseek, ftell, rewind. So we shall learn about these three functions today, starting with fseek. Now this fseek function is used to move the file pointer associated with the given file to a specific position. Now if you go to the syntax has three parameters: file pointer, then offset and position. So on your computer screen you can see the syntax: fseek, open parenthesis, file star pointer, which is the file pointer, long int offset, which is nothing but number of bytes that has to be moved, and int position is the order of movement, that is from the current position or from the beginning or from the end. You can see an example there, fseek fp. So what is fp? Fp is a file pointer. Then comma 21. What's 21? 21 bytes has to be moved. The question is how? So comma f seek set is being given. Seek set means what? From the beginning. So from the first position, 21 bytes has to be moved. That means it will go directly to a position 21. That means the 21 the character the cursor will stay. Now let us learn about these positions in detail. So seek set, it moves the file pointer position from the beginning of the file. The internal code can be 0. That means either I can use seek underscore set or I can use the code 0. There is one more, seek underscore cur, where cur stands for current. It has an internal code 1. The meaning for seek underscore cur is it moves the file pointer position from the given location. That means what? From the current location. Seek underscore end, it is moving the file pointer position from end of file. Its code is 2. So wherever you want to use seek set or from the beginning of the file, you can use 0. Whenever you want to use from the current position, you can use 1. Wherever you want to use from the last position, you can use 0. Or otherwise you can use a word like seek underscore set, seek underscore current, seek underscore end. Okay, now let us see a further example. So here there is a file, and the file contains this text: in a long distant future when the lights are glowing low, remember this teacher you had some years ago. And when I open the file, the cursor position will be there on the first character. You can see that on IN here. Now assume that from this I want to go directly to the word teacher, T of teacher here. How to go? So for this I'll use fseek function in this manner. Fseek fp, assuming that this file name is associated with fp. 71. This 71 is a position of t in teacher, including blank spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on. Here we will be coming to 71 position. Since I am starting from the beginning, what I am doing is I am giving here seek set. The moment I do this, the cursor will be positioned to T of teacher. Similarly, I want to go from this teacher to future here. So from this teacher to future, so to move, I should know the position of this future. So from here, from the current position, I need to go back. When I need to go back, I have to use a negative position, minus. So from here to here it is 52. So I am giving it minus 52. Comma seek cur means from the current position. So got it? Okay. Let us move further. That was about fseek. So now we are coming to one more function, ftell. This function is used to tell in what position we are in the file. Suppose if my cursor is on teacher T and I don't know what is the position number, this ftell can tell you at what position you are there. What is syntax? ftell in the bracket file pointer. Only that much is essential. The return type of this will be long because sometimes the file position may be above 32,767. That's why it can be long. So let us take an example. So we are taking the same example here. Taking the same example, assume that my cursor position is on W of when. Here I am. And now I want to know what is the position of W in this entire file. W of n in this entire file. Let us check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This is 26. Right? So what I'm saying here, printf percentage LD stands for long, comma ftell, comma fp. So what we'll do? We'll output as 26. So it means what? This W is in the 26th position in this file. Now coming to rewind. In whatever position I am there in the file, I want to move directly to the beginning. Wherever I am, maybe I am in the last or I may be in the middle. I want to move it directly to the beginning of the file. For that I have to use rewind. We use the rewind function to return back the starting point of the file. Syntax: rewind in the bracket fptr, where fptr stands for file pointer. So assume that here I am an integer here. If I use rewind, what will happen? Check here. The cursor will directly move to the beginning. So that was about error handling. Sorry, that was about random access. Now we will learn about error handling during input-output operation. What is an error? Some mistakes that occur in the program during execution is an error. So while dealing with files, it is possible that error may occur. And this error may occur due to various reasons. 1. Reading a file beyond the end of file marker. That means what? I have come to the end of file. When I have come to the end of file, there is no data in it. So it cannot read any data. At that time, I will get an error message. One part. One more reason can be performing the operations on the file which is not opened at all. I have not opened any file. I have used fprintf, I have used fscan, so on. How will it perform? It cannot perform. The third reason is I have opened the file in a read mode and I am trying to write something to the file, which is not at all possible. I have opened with the mode R and I am using fprintf. If I use fprintf, I cannot store any data because I have used for reading purpose. Similarly, I have opened in the write mode and I am using fscanf function, that is the input function, not possible at all. The another reason can be device overflow. The device cannot be read, so on. For these reasons, the errors may occur. Now, to check the status of the pointer in the file and to detect the error in the file, there are two library functions. One is FEOF or FError. Here, FEOF stands for file end of file, and FError is file error. So what is FEOF? This function is your test for the end of the file condition. It is used to check whether we have reached the end of file marker or not. Syntax: FEOF between parentheses file pointer. You can see here FEOF, then FP end of file encountered. So if this is true, then this will be printed. If this is false, it will come below the printf statement. So here there is an example. While not FEOF of FP, while the file is not ended, what I am doing? I am trying to read the record. Then I'll access the next instruction, third instruction, so go back. Again, it check whether it has come to end of file or not. If it has not come to end of file, again it will proceed. So, wherever the end of file marker has been true, what happens is it comes out. So, I have one more F error. F error is used, it reports an error state or stream, and it is true if an error has occurred, because whether the file has occurred or not. So, the value of F error may be more than 0. The value will be either 1 or more. So that's why here, if F error of Fp not equal to 0, if it is not equal to 0, an error. If it is equal to 0, that means there is no error. So there are various error codes. Depending upon that error code, particular condition will execute. So this was about today's session. Thanks for watching. Let us meet in the next video and learn about linked list.